In last class, we had a discussion on determinants. I just given the definition of determinant, order of a determinant, then how to expand a determinant of second order and third order. So one or two problems worked out in that class. Again, I repeat the expansion of determinant. So as we know that the square arrangement of numbers which are taken in the form of rows and columns will be called determinant. So expansion of determinant. Expansion of determinant. I show you one or two examples here. Take a second order determinant. AB is first row, XY is second row. I call these two elements are principal diagonal elements and these two elements are secondary diagonal elements. The value of any second order determinant is always equal to product of principal diagonal elements. Product of principal diagonal elements minus product of secondary diagonal elements. Which are principal diagonal elements? A and Y. Their product is what? AY. Minus. Which are the secondary diagonal elements? B and X. Their product is what? BX. Finally, you will get some constant. This is the expansion of second order determinant. Right? Let us take third order determinant. A, B, C, X, Y, Z, P, Q, R is a determinant of third order. Okay. To expand this determinant, you just take standard symbol over the first row plus, minus, plus. Now, the first element of first row, that is A into, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row of that particular element. Other elements are taken in the form of determinant Y, Z, Q, R. So expansion of determinant is very important because this will be taking place in all the other chapters. Okay. Just next up, which is second element of first row? It is B. What is the standard sign? B, minus of B into, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. The remaining elements are what? X, Z, P, R. X, Z, P, R. The standard symbol is plus of third element of first row, C into, leave the corresponding column and row. X into Q. Sorry, X, Y. I will write determinant first. X, Y, P, Q. Got this? Take first element, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Other things are taken in the form of determinant minus of second element of first row into, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. These elements are taken in the form of determinant plus of C into, leave the corresponding column of that element. Remaining elements X, Y, P, Q. By the expansion of this A into, what is the expansion of second order determinant? It is Y into R, or Y minus Q into Z, QZ, minus of B into, this is a second order determinant, right? Principal diagonal elements product is what? R into X minus P into Z plus C into X into Q, that is QX minus Y into P, PY. Finally, you will get some constant. This is the expansion of determinant. Second order as well as third order. So based on this, we can find the value of particular problem. Example, X expand. 3 minus 2, 1, 5. Value of this is what? Product of principal diagonal elements 3 and 5. 3 into 5, it is 15 minus 1 into minus 2. Secondary diagonal element, their product is what? Minus 2. So finally 15 minus of minus plus 2 is 17. Take second example. Sin theta cos theta minus cos theta into sin theta. Which are principal diagonal elements here? Sin theta and sin theta. Their product is what? Sin theta into sin theta is sin square theta minus of cos theta into minus cos theta. It is minus of cos square theta. So sin square theta, remove this bracket, minus into minus is what? It is plus cos square theta. It is a trigonometric identity, right? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So like that, we have to expand the second order determinant, right? I will take a third order determinant. 2 minus 3, 1. 4, 5 minus 5. 3, 2, 2. Get the value of this. The value of this determinant. So for third order determinant, you put standard symbol over the first row, right? That is equal to, determinant of this is 2 into, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. 5 minus 5 to 2. Formula minus, standard symbol minus, and second element is what? It is minus of 3. I have taken separately. Otherwise, you can take directly plus 3. Leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are 4, 4 minus 5, 3, 2. 3, 2. Then the standard sign is what? Plus into third element of first row. That is 1. 1 into. Leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are 4, 5, 3, 2. 4, 5, 3, 2. This is the expansion. Now simplify this. 2 into. We have a second order determinant. Expand it. What is the expansion of second order determinant? It is product of these two elements minus of product of these two elements. Product of these two is what? 2 into minus 5 minus 10. You take it separately. This is, I mentioned that it is a formula minus, right? Formula minus. Minus of minus plus 3 into 4 into 2 is 8. Put formula minus, then multiply these two. You are getting 3 into minus 5 is minus 15. Write it separately. If you write like this, don't be confused. 1 into 4 into 2, 8. Formula minus 3 into 5, 15. Now, this is 2 into minus into minus plus 10 plus 10 plus 3 into 8 minus into minus plus 15 plus 1 into, you write as it is or take the subtraction. 8 minus 15, I will write it in the next step. 2 into 10 plus 10, it is 20 plus 3 into 10 plus 15, it is 23 plus 1 into 8 minus 15, it is minus 7. Now remove the bracket. 20 into 2, it is 40 plus into my plus, it is plus 23 into 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 69. Plus into minus is minus, 1 into 7 is 7. Then take all the positive numbers, add them. 40 plus 60, 109. 60, 40, 100 and plus 9, 109 minus 7, which is equal to 109 minus 7. We have to go for subtraction because of opposite sign. One is plus, other one is minus. 109 minus 7 is 102. This is the value of the given determinant. This is the procedure we need. If 1 minus 4, 3, x is equal to 0, or sometime they will give you some value at right side. When this value becomes 0, at what value of x this determinant becomes 0, that unknown value we should calculate. You just follow the expansion procedure. What is the expansion of second order determinant? It is 1 into x, 1x. Formula minus, put formula minus product of secondary diagonal elements. It is what? 3 into minus 4. It is minus 12, which is equal to what? It is 0. 1 into x is x. Minus into minus plus 12 is equal to 0. So x plus 12 it is wrong. So it is a separate and this is separate. Don't add a alphabet to a constant. Like that you cannot subtract an alphabet in a number. So it is a separate and this is separate. Therefore x is equal to what? When 12 is transferred to the right side, whose sign changes, right? Minus 12. This is the value of x. Next, let us take second one. 4 minus 5, x minus 4, 3 is equal to 15 minus x. Whose value is also given, which is that 15 minus x. For what value of x this will be verifies. Okay, you just expand it. Expansion of this second order determinant 4 into 3 is what? It is 12. This is formula minus. Here you have to take care while writing the symbols, so that leads you confusion. Write the formula minus, then take the product of these two. We have a minus 5, right? Put a bracket minus 5 into x minus 4. If you write it separately, you will not come any doubt. Okay, 12. This minus into minus plus, otherwise you first simplify this bracket. Minus 5 into x is minus 5x. Minus into minus is plus. 5 into 4 is 20. Is equal to 15 minus x. Now remove this bracket. 12 minus into minus plus 5x. Minus into plus minus 20 is equal to 15 minus x. Now collect all x term to left side. One is at left side, you write first 5x. Other x is at right side, you just transfer it to the left side, whose sign changes. So minus x becomes plus x is equal to, at the right side we have a constant. Okay, write it first, 15. The other constant at the left side, you take the simplification. This is plus 12. This is minus 20. How much it is? It is minus 8. Okay. 12 minus 20 is minus 8. When minus 8 is transferred to the right side, it will become plus 8. Now, 5x plus x, both are x terms, we can add them. 5x plus x is 6x is equal to 15 plus 8, it is 23. Therefore, x is equal to 23 divided. If it is a divisible, or if both divides with some number, you can divide it. Otherwise, you write as it is. This is the way in which we can find out the value of unknown. Next example. Find x if 3 minus 2 1 5 minus of 2 x 1 4 is equal to 7 minus 3 2 4. See the problem. There are two determinants at the right side, one determinant at the left side. There are two different determinants. One is at the right side. How to calculate x value? See, these are the determinants now. Just expand it. Find the determinant value separately. For all the three determinants. For first determinant, it is not 3 into 5, 15. Put formula minus 1 into minus 2. It is minus 2 only. Then write it in bracket. Minus of, put another bracket. 2 into 4 is what? 8 minus 1 into x is x is equal to 7 into 4. 7 4 is 28. Minus of 2 into minus 3, it is minus 6. So 15 minus into minus is plus 2. Just now open all the brackets. Minus of 8. Minus into minus plus x is equal to 28 minus into minus plus 6. 15 plus 2, it is 17. 17 minus 8, it is 9 plus x is equal to 28 plus 6, it is equal to 34. Or x is equal to 34 minus 9, that is equal to 34 minus 9 is 25. The x value is what? It is a 25, right? The next problem, on getting x value, find x if 3 minus 2 1 5 x 4 1 3 minus 5 is equal to 15. I have taken an example of on third order determinant. You follow the routine steps. What is that? Just expand the determinant. How to expand the determinant? Put plus, minus, plus. They are the all standard symbols. You put it on or over the first row. Take first element into. Leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are taken in second order determinant. X into 4. That is x 4 3 minus 5. Minus, it is a standard symbol. Second element is what? Minus 2. You take it separately. Then leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are 5, 4, 1, minus 3. Plus of 1, 1 into. Leave the column, corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are 5, x, 1, 3, which is equal to, it is given as 15. Then 3 into x into 5 minus 5 is minus 5x minus formula minus multiply these two. 3 into 4 is 12. Minus into minus plus 2 into 5 into minus 3. It is minus 15. Minus formula minus 1 into 4 is 4. Plus 1 into 5 3s are 15. Formula minus 1 into x is equal to 15. Now, remove all the brackets. If they are only the numbers, you can take the simplification. If they are one is x term, other one is constant, you take it separately. Remove the bracket. Multiply with 3. Plus into minus, minus 5 3s are 15x. Plus into minus, minus 3 into 12, 36. You can take the simplified form. It is minus 19, then you can multiply it to, or otherwise you can multiply separately. You will get same answer. Plus into minus, minus 15 into 2, 30. Plus into minus, minus 2 into 4, it is 8. 1 into 15, 15 plus into minus, minus 1 into x is equal to 15. Here we have two x terms. One is minus 15x, other one is minus x. Add them, minus 16x. See the other numbers, minus 36, minus 30, minus 8. It is what? All the negative numbers, you take their simplification. Minus 36, minus 30, minus 66. 66 minus 4, 74. Plus 15 is equal to 15, or minus 16x minus 75 plus 15 is what? It is minus of. Is that a 9? One, we have to take one from, borrow from 7, it will become 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 6 minus 1 is 5. Is equal to 15, or minus 16x is equal to 15 plus 59. Both are positive number, add them. It is what? 5 plus 4. 5 plus 9, it is 14. 14. Right, 4 carries 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 5, 7. Then x is equal to 74 divided by minus 16. Otherwise, it is minus of. Both are even number. Definitely, it will be cancelled with 2. You can cancel with 2. 2 3s are 6. 2 7s are 14. 2 8s are. It is 37 divided by 8. This is the value of x. Right? I take another example, a little bit complicated. Find m if 3 minus 4, 6, m minus 3, 2 minus 1, 1 minus 4 minus 2 is equal to 5m plus 4. This is also third order determinant. You just follow the expansion rules. Plus, minus, plus. 3 into, leave the column and corresponding row. 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 4, minus 2. Minus of, formula minus or standard sign, into. The second element is what? Minus 4. Minus 4 into. Leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements are what? M minus 3, minus 1, 1, minus 2. Plus, standard symbol plus, into third element of first row, 6, into, leave the column and row. Remaining elements are M minus 3, 2, 1, minus 4, which is equal to what? 5, M plus 4. Then expand the second order determinants. 2 into minus 2, it is minus 4. Formula minus, minus into minus plus, 1 into 4 is 4. Minus of minus plus 4 into, multiply these two. Minus 2 is multiplied with both the elements, right? Minus 2 into m, minus 2m, minus into minus, plus 3 2s are 6. Formula minus, multiply secondary diagonal elements. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Plus 6 into, again, product of principal diagonal elements. Minus 4m, minus into minus, plus 4 3s are 12, minus, formula minus 1 into 2 is 2 is equal to, the right side term is what? 5m plus 4. Minus 4, it is minus 8. minus 8 into 3, or you can take minus 4 minus 4 minus 8 plus 4 into minus 2m. This is plus 6. Minus into minus is what? It is plus 1. 6 plus 1, 7. Plus 6 into minus 4m plus 12 minus 2. It is plus 10 is equal to 5m plus 4. Okay. Then minus 24 plus into minus 4 to the 8m plus into plus 7 into 4 28 plus into minus 6 into 4 24m plus into plus 10 into 6 60 is equal to, or otherwise you take both the terms which are at the right side to left side, their sign changes. Minus 5m minus 4 is equal to 0. Now collect all m's, m terms. We have 3 m's, all are having negative sign. Put negative, then take their sum. 8 plus 24, that is equal to 32. 32 plus 5, 37. 8 plus 24 plus 5, right? 29 plus 8, 37. This is minus 24 and minus 4. Add the negative numbers. Minus 24 minus 4 is what? Minus 28. Then take the sum of positive numbers. Plus 28 plus 60. Only two numbers are there. It is equal to what? Plus 60 plus 20, 88 is equal to 0. This is 37x. Minus 37x. These are opposite sign. Take their difference. Which is bigger number? 88. Their sign is what? Plus. 8 minus 8. 0. 8 minus 2. It is 60. Which is equal to 0. Or minus 37x is equal to, take the minus 62, sorry, plus 62, right side, transform it, its sign changes, it is minus 60. Therefore, x is equal to minus 60 by minus 37. Minus minus cancel. It is equal to 60 by 37. So this is finding unknown value in a given determinant, right? This is important in all the years. Definitely one question will be there on the expansion of finding unknown value in a determinant, right? Next, let us move to the solving simultaneous linear equations of 2 unknowns or 3 unknowns using this determinant method. Solving simultaneous linear equations by determinant method, or it is also called Cramer's rule. Solving simultaneous linear equations by Cramer's rule. Let a1x plus b1y plus c1z is equal to d1. a2x plus b2y plus c2z is equal to d2. a3x plus b3y plus c3z is equal to d3. Or simultaneous linear equations of 3 unknowns Which are unknowns here? X, Y, and Z. Simultaneous equations, they depends on unknown. If we have two unknowns, we will write only two equations. If there are three unknowns, we will write three equations. If there are four unknowns, we will write four simultaneous equations. These are the simultaneous equations of three unknowns having degree of unknowns is 1, right? Therefore, they are called linear equations. These equations should be taken in the form of determinant. We write determinant delta. Delta is a determinant. Delta is a determinant which is obtained by taking x coefficients at first column, y coefficients at second column, z coefficients at third column. It will be called the coefficients determinant. First column, we have to write what? A1, A2, A3. A1, A2, A3 are first unknowns coefficient. They are the x coefficient. Second column is y coefficients, B1, B2, B3. Z coefficient, which is third unknown, whose coefficients are taken at third column. C1, C2, C3. It is a coefficients matrix. If it is expanded, definitely you will get some value. Then delta, determinant of first unknown coefficients should be replaced by constant. Delta x, sometimes it is also called delta 1, which is, what is x? X is a first unknown, whose coefficients which are in the first row, they have to be replaced by constant in delta x, right? The x coefficients A1, A2, A3, they are replaced by D1, D2, D3. Just observe this delta. In delta, you replace x coefficients by the constants. We get D1, D2, D3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. Expanding it, you will get some value. Delta y. In the similar way, you write delta y. So y is second unknown, whose coefficients are B1, B2, B3 in delta. They are replaced by what? D1, D2, D3. That means first column will be same, A1, A2, A3. While writing delta y, second column, that is unknown coefficient, second unknown coefficient should be replaced by constants D1, D2, D3, D1, D2, D3, C1, C2, C3 will be remains. This is delta y. Then get delta z. Delta z, z is third unknown, whose coefficients are C1, C2, C3. They should be replaced by what? Constants D1, D2, D3. That is A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, D1, D2, D3. Expand it, you will get certain values. Using delta, delta x, delta y, delta z, we can calculate the unknown values. X is equal to delta x divided by delta. Y is equal to delta y divided by delta. And z is equal to delta z divided by delta. This is the procedure we need to follow to get unknown values in the simultaneous equations using determinant method or Cramer's rule. Suppose if there are only two equations, see, let a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c1, c2. These are the two simultaneous equations of only two unknowns, x and y. solving these equations, we need to write delta. Delta is what? Similar to these equations, right? We get only 2 cross 2 determined because we have only 2 unknowns. For 3 unknowns, we get 3 cross 3 determined. For 2 unknowns, we get 2 cross 2 determined. A1, A2. X coefficient, B1, B2. Y coefficient, expand it, you will get some value. Delta X is equal to X coefficients are what? A1, A2. They are replaced by what? C1, C2. B1, B2. Expand it. You will get some value. Delta Y. Delta Y is Y coefficient should be replaced by what? Constant. C1, C2. Take X coefficient as it is. Expand it. Therefore, using delta, delta X, delta Y, X can be obtained by delta X by delta and Y is obtained by delta Y by delta. Okay. In writing deltas, whether it is delta, delta X, delta Y, delta Z, using the simultaneous equations, we need to follow certain steps. First, observe the given equations. The given equations should be in standard form only. The first condition is what? The given equation should be in standard form. What is the standard form? The standard form is x term plus or minus y term plus or minus z term is equal to constant. If there are only 2 equations, the standard form is what? X term plus or minus y term is equal to constant. Suppose if the given equations are not in standard form, then what to do? We have to take them into standard form, right? Suppose in the given equation some unknown is missing. Suppose here second equation second unknown is missing. What we have to do? In that place, in that position, we have to take 0 into y. So wherever we have B2, all B2 become what? 0. In the given equation, suppose any unknown is missing. In that position, you need to take 0 into that unknown. Okay. Sometime along with the coefficient, if it is having minus sign, what to do? Along with the minus sign, we have to write the coefficient. So these are the points we have to remember while writing deltas. Let us take examples. Solve. 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. X minus 5y is equal to minus 3 by determinant method, or they may ask you Cramer's rule. So equations are simultaneous and which are linear. First, observe whether they are in standard form or not. They are in standard form, right? First term is x, then plus or minus y term is there, is equal to constant. Both the equations are in standard form only. Then we can write deltas directly. Write delta. How many equations are there? 2 equations. Therefore, deltas will be what order? Their order is 2 only. X coefficient is what? 3. The second equation, x coefficient is what? 1. So if it is only x, whose coefficient is always 1. Then y coefficient is what? It is minus 2. Minus 2. Here y coefficient is what? Minus 5. We got second order determinant. Expand it. 3 into minus 5. It is minus 15. Formula minus. Product of these two. 1 into minus 2. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 15, minus into minus, plus 2, it is equal to minus 13. Then write delta x. What I told earlier, while writing delta x, replace the x coefficients by constants. Which are the constants? 4 and minus 3. 4 minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. Right? 4 into minus 5 minus 20 minus formula minus. Take the product of these two, minus into minus plus 3 2s are 6. It is equal to minus 26. Delta y is equal to, while writing delta y, in delta we should replace y coefficient by the constants. That is 3, 1, 4, minus 3. Take the product. 3 into minus 3 is minus 9, minus 9, minus formula minus 1 into 4 is 4. Finally, it is what? Minus 13. Therefore, x is equal to delta x divided by delta. What is delta x? Delta x is equal to minus 26 divided by delta is equal to minus 13. Minus minus cancel. 13 ones are 13 twos are. X value is what? 2. Then y is equal to what? Delta y divided by delta. What is delta y? Delta y is equal to minus 13. Delta is equal to minus 13. Then minus 13 cancel. Answer is what? 1. This is the procedure we have to follow. Right? Take one more problem, different type. Solve. Y is equal to 7x minus 3. 4x is equal to 5y minus 8 by Cramer's rule. They will give you Cramer's rule or determinant method. See the problem. What is given? Y is equal to 7x minus 3. 4x is equal to 5y minus 8. Can you say, are they standard? No. Then what to do? We have to make them into standard 1. What is the standard 1? X should be left side. It is followed by y term is equal to constant. Right? Where is x term? It is at right side. You take it to the left side. Standard forms. Minus 7x plus y is equal to what? Minus 3. Right? Second equation. 4x is at right side. Y term is at the, 4x is at left side. Y term is at right side. You just make transfer to the left side. It becomes what? Minus. It is plus. When it is transferred to the other side, it becomes minus. Minus 5y is equal to minus 8. Now, the given equations are made into standard forms. Okay. Now write delta. Delta is equal to what? X coefficients. First column. Y coefficients at second column. 1 minus 5. Expand this. Minus into minus plus 7 5s are 35 minus product of these three is what? 4 into 1 is 4. That is equal to 31. Next, get delta x. Delta x is what? In delta, x coefficient should be replaced by what? Constants. Which are the constants? Minus 3, minus 8. 1, minus 5. Minus into minus plus 5 3s are 15. Minus of minus 8 into 1 is minus 8. So 15 plus 8 is equal to 23. Then write delta y. Delta y is equal to what? X coefficients have to taken as it is. Y coefficients in delta should be replaced by constants, right? Minus 3, minus 8. Expanding. Minus into minus plus 7 into 8. 42. Right? 50. 4 minus 4 into minus 3 minus 12. Okay, is it right? $56 minus into minus plus 12, it is equal to 68. Then get x. X is equal to delta x divided by delta. What is delta x? Delta x is equal to 23 divided by 31. Y is equal to delta y divided by delta. What is delta y? It is 68 divided by 31. So here both numerator and denominator, it cannot be cancelled with common number. Then you keep it as it is. This is the solving simultaneous equations of two unknowns, right? Sometime the simultaneous equations will be like this. Solve 3 by x minus 5 by y is equal to 4. 7 by x plus 2 by y is equal to minus 3 by determinant method. In last two problems, we seen that x, y will be given normally. But here in this problem, x and y will be given at the denominators, right? In this problem, in last two problems, we took coefficients of x, unknown coefficients, delta x, x coefficient, y coefficients, right? But here we need to take delta. It will be the 1 by x coefficients and 1 by y coefficient. Here instead of delta x, we have to take 1 by x coefficient. Delta x, 1 by x coefficient, 1 by y coefficient, right? See this. Delta is equal to 3 by x. What is coefficient of 1 by x? If I leave 1 by x, remains is what? 3. If I leave 1 by y, remains is what? Minus 5. In the same way, here 7, here 2. It is a coefficient matrix, coefficient determinant of what? 1 by x and 1 by y. Expand it. 3 into 2, 6 minus, this is 35 minus 35. So 6 minus into minus plus 35. It is equal to 41. Delta is what? 41. I write delta 1 by x. I'm not going to write delta x because I am replacing 1 by x coefficients by the constants, correct? I am replacing 1 by x coefficient. Which are the 1 by x coefficients? 3 and 7. Which are replaced by what? Constants. 4 minus 3. Minus 5 to 1 by y coefficient taken as it is. That is equal to 4 into 2, 8 minus into minus plus 5 3s are 15 is equal to what? Minus 7. Delta 1 by y is equal to, take 1 by x coefficient as it is from delta 3 7. Replace 1 by y coefficients in delta by constants 4 minus 3, right? 3 into minus 3, it is minus 9 minus 7 into 4. 7 4s are 28, which is equal to minus 37. See, in the last example, we took x is equal to delta x by delta. But here, what we need to take? We have to take 1 by x is equal to delta 1 by x divided by delta. Because here we have written all the determinants as the coefficients of 1 by x and coefficients of 1 by y. Therefore, we have to take 1 by x is equal to delta 1 by x divided by delta. Therefore, we need only x now. Take the reciprocals. 1 by x become x by 1. In the same way, delta 1 by x by delta become delta by delta 1 by x. And substitute the values. What is delta? Delta is equal to 41. Divided by delta 1 by x is what? Minus 7. Which is equal to minus 41 divided by 7. In the same way, take 1 by y is equal to delta 1 by y divided by delta. Therefore, we need y. Take their reciprocals on both sides. 1 by y become y. Delta 1 by y by delta become delta divided by delta 1 by y. What is delta? Delta is 41 divided by delta 1 by y is what? It is equal to minus 37. If it is divisible, you divide it. Otherwise, write as it is. So we worked out few problems on the two unknowns, right? Let us take three unknown problems. Solve 3x minus 2y plus 4z is equal to 1. 5x plus z is equal to 3. Y minus 5 is equal to 3x by determinant method. See the equations. How many equations are there? 3 equations. Hence, we have three unknowns: x, y, z. Please remember the unknown here are x, y, z. In some problem, the unknown may be p, q, r, or x, sorry, t1, t2, t3, or r1, r2, r3. Sometimes the unknowns will be they will be given in different forms. Okay. First, see whether the equations are in standard form. The first equation, it is in the standard form. Correct? The standard form. First equation is 3x minus 2y plus 4z is equal to 1. It is in the standard, right? Let us move to the second equation. See the second equation, we have x term, right? 5x. Do you find y term? There is no y term. Therefore, put 0 y. We don't have y term. Then z, right, minus z is equal to 3. See the third equation. X term is at the right side. We just take it to the left side. So it becomes minus 3x. Y term, which is at the left side only, you take it as y plus y. No z term, right? Therefore, it becomes what? 0 z is equal to, after is equal to symbol, we have to write the constant. Where is constant in the third equation, which is at the left side? It has to be transferred to the right side. So this is minus 5. When it is transferred to the other side, it becomes what? Plus 5. We took all the equations into standard form, right? Then write determinants. Delta is equal to 3, 5, minus 3. X coefficients, y coefficients are minus 2, 0, 1, 3, 5, minus 3. First column, y coefficients minus 2, 0, nothing is there now. It means what? Coefficient of y is equal to what? 1. In the third unknown, 4, coefficient of z is what? Minus 1. Coefficient of z in the third equation is 0. Expand it. That is equal to 3 into, I am doing directly, leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. Remaining elements whose determinant is to be found. 0 into 0 is what? 0 minus, take their product. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. plus, minus, plus. I have taken standard symbols. Minus of minus 2 into. I leave the corresponding column and corresponding row. What are the elements? Remaining elements 5, minus 1, minus 3, 0. Take the principal diagonal elements product. 0, minus, minus into minus, plus 3 into 1 is 3. Plus of 4. Leave the corresponding column and row. 1 into 5. 5 minus 0 into minus 3 is 0. Therefore, 3 into 0, minus of minus, plus 1. Minus into minus, plus 2 into 0 minus 3 is minus 3. Plus 4 into 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 6 plus 20. 23 minus 6 is equal to 17 is the delta. After practicing, you can write this step directly. Suppose if you have a doubt in writing this, you just follow the regular procedure. How to write it? 3 into, leave the column and row, write the determinant, minus of 2, minus of minus 2 into determinant, plus of 4 into determinant, then write this. Okay. Delta x. Delta x. In delta, x coefficients are replaced by what? Constants. 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. Second and third column should be taken as it is. Minus 3, 0, sorry, minus 2, 0, 1. 4, minus 1, 0. Expand it. 1 into, leave the corresponding column and row. Remaining is what? 0. Minus of 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Minus of minus 2 into plus, minus, plus. Leave the corresponding column and row. 0. Minus of 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. Plus 4 into, leave the column and row. Take the determinant value. 1 into 3, 3, 3, minus 0 into 5, 0. This is 1 into minus plus 1. Minus of minus, plus 2 into 0 plus 5 plus 4 into 3. That is 1 into 1 is 1 plus 5 2s are 10 plus 4 3s are 12. It is 12 plus 10, 22, 22 plus 1 is 23. The same way, get delta y value. Delta y is equal to, in delta, y coefficient should be replaced by what? Constants. X coefficient, take it as it is, 3, 5, minus 3. Y coefficients, minus 2, 0, 1. They are replaced by what? Constants. 1, 3, minus 5. Z coefficient, take it as it is, 4, minus 1, 0. Expand it. 3 into, leave the corresponding column and row. 0, minus of 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. Minus of 1 into, leave the corresponding column and row. 5 minus 1, minus 3, 0. 0, minus of, minus into minus, plus 1 into 3 is 3. Plus 4 into, leave the column, corresponding column and corresponding row. 5 5s are 25, minus 3 into minus 3, minus 9. That is 3 into 0, minus of minus, plus 5, it is 5 only. Minus 1 into 0 minus 3 is minus 3, plus 4 into 25, minus into minus, plus 9, it is equal to 34. Or 5 into 3, 15, minus into minus, plus 3 into 1, 3, plus into plus, plus 4, 3, 4 for the 16. 1 carries, 4 into 3, 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. Finally, delta y will be the 6 plus 3, 9, 9 plus 5, 14. 4, 4 plus 1, 5, 1, 154. The same way, calculate delta Z. Delta Z. Delta Z is equal to, in delta, replace Z coefficients by the constants. X coefficient 3, 5, minus 3. Y coefficients -2, 0, 1. Z coefficients, we have to replace it by the constant. 1, 3, 5. Expand this. 3 into. Leave the corresponding column and row. This is 0. Minus 1 into 3, 3. Minus of -2 into. Leave the column and row. What is this? 5 into 5, 25. Minus. Product of these two is what? -9. Plus 1 into. Leave the corresponding column and row. This is 5, 0. Because 0 into 3 is 0. 3 into -3. Minus into minus. Plus 2 into 25. Plus 9, it is 34, plus 1 into 5 minus 0 is 5. Otherwise, minus 3 into 3 is 9. 34 into 2, plus into plus plus. 4 2s are 8, 3 2s are 6, plus 5. Or minus 9 plus 68 plus 5 is equal to 73. That is equal to 60. Okay. Therefore, x value is equal to what? Delta x divided by delta. What is delta x? Delta x is equal to 23 divided by delta. What is delta? Delta is 17. They don't cancel each other. We keep it as it is. Y is equal to delta y divided by delta. What is delta y? Delta y is equal to 154 divided by 17. Z is equal to delta z divided by delta. What is delta z? It is 64 divided by 17. So if they cancels, you can cancel it. Otherwise, keep it as it is. This is the procedure we need to follow to solve the simultaneous equations of 3 unknown. While giving in exam, sometime they will ask you only solve for x. If they ask solve for x, to calculate x or to find out x, we need only delta x and delta. Therefore, calculate only delta x and delta. If they ask only y, solve for y, what you have to do? You have to get delta. It is commonly required to get x or y or z. Along with delta, to get y, we need delta y. Calculate delta and delta y. Take the formula, substitute it. If they ask only z, you need not to calculate delta x and delta y. Calculate delta and delta z. With that, you can calculate z. Right? So this is the procedure we need to follow. Okay. So today's class. In this class, we had expansion of determinant of second order and third order. In a given determinant, suppose if there is an unknown value, how to get that unknown value, we know it. And solving the simultaneous equations of 2 unknowns and 3 unknowns. Okay. Do more number of problems to become perfect. So with this, I conclude my today's class. If you have any doubt, please raise your doubts.